You guys are gonna get to join me in my kitchen today because I have to chop some veggies for lunch, get that done. And I wanted to jump on here and talk to you about today's BOGO. So we're on day 3 of the BOGO. We have seen and revealed the entire BOGO box this time around. There's a gift with the BOGO box. So here's what's different this time around for how we're running our BOGO. And it's been all for the better, really, really fun. And I think such a generous way for us all to determine if we want the items in the BOGO box or not, because they're all revealed up front. So we determined on Monday what the BOGO box was. It was available. We know all 13 oils, so there's 12 oils in the box, and then the 13th oil is the rosemary. That is a gift with the purchase of the box. We get a gift with the purchase of the box. That's also new. And it's an enrollment option. So you can enroll with that. You can waive, that would waive the additional fees that there normally are to enroll. And enroll means access to the wholesale pricing for an entire year. That normally costs $42 in Canada. That's waived as well. So some off the jump there are some great ways that we've made the system even more generous this time around, this BOGO offer. And then day 2, it was Easy Air and Eucalyptus, the oils for respiratory support. I love the way doTERRA's matched the oils. Today I took note of this. So from, you guys know I love the emotional properties of all of the oils. And today we are being offered, when you buy Blue Tansy, and Blue Tansy is the oil of inspired action, then you get Lavender, the oil of communication, and Roman Chamomile, the oil of spiritual purpose. Also, so buy Blue Tansy and get the other 2 oils. So you're getting inspired action, purpose, spiritual purpose, and communication. So I was thinking this is bundled deliberately. Well, obviously it's always bundled deliberately, but I love these oils, how you can work with them together to create momentum on such an important level in your business, in, you know, your creations, your aspirations as a parent, as a mom, as a woman, you know, as someone who's running a household. You have inspired action, spiritual purpose, and your ability to communicate that. So I think that's really special. I love, love, love the way they do that. Blue Tansy is from a plant that is sourced in Morocco. So that's coming to you from Morocco. The plant it comes from is actually yellow, but the process of distillation that it goes through turns the one of the constituents in Blue Tansy, it turns the oil blue. So it happens naturally. It's called chamomile. And that is what is in the oil or in the flower, that when it's distilled and that process goes through, it turns blue. So that's pretty cool. It's actually from the same family as Roman Chamomile. Blue Tansy is really, really gorgeous in a skincare routine. Oop, I just dropped a little bit on my book. So be very careful with this one because it is blue in color. It's this gorgeous, like cobalt blue. It's so, so gorgeous. When you see it on the skin, you'll see that it actually is blue, but when you start to press it into the skin like this, it will begin, the blue will begin to come out and you'll just see the sheen. I love to use this with rosehip oil and jojoba oil. So rosehip and jojoba are the oils that most emulate the epidermis, so your skin surface. They are oils that are beautiful on the skin because they really emulate the natural oils that we have here. So when you use the Blue Tansy, it's a great idea to use it in tandem with those 2 oils. So I do a pump of the, can you see it's starting to blend in and you're not seeing it as much? And this before bed too, I like to use it with my jade roller, which I keep over here in the fridge. And then once I put the Blue Tansy on as part of my nighttime routine, I love to come in and then roll the skin. And this is really good for collagen in the skin, and it's nice and cold. I gave one of these to my girlfriend this summer because this just feels so nice. Like my girls even like to do this, and it's so, so good for the skin. So that's my little, and I actually can't stop. I'm like trying to, but it feels so nice, and it's almost instant that you see the difference. So that's the jade roller there, even though it's rose quartz. It's called the jade roller. It's nice and cold, so you can put your blue tansy on, put it topically on your skin with those 2 oils I suggested, and then go on there with the jade roller. It is the oil of inspired action, as we said before, so really great idea to have it during the beginning of your work day, or when you're starting to create, when you're sitting down to create content. Anytime you want inspired action. And when you put it on your skin that way topically, it's an option to diffuse, but you're already aromatically receiving the benefits because you've put it on the skin, which is the truth for all of the oils. When we use them topically on the body, then we're receiving the benefits aromatically as well, and we're getting the emotional benefits of that oil also. Also, I love the way doTERRA paired these because blue tansy, lavender, and Roman chamomile are all stunning on the skin. They all come from a flower, and they're all beautiful as part of a skincare routine. If you've ever had like a cup of chamomile tea, the Roman chamomile is very soothing in aroma. It even comes in this beautiful packaging. It just brings levity and lightness to the spirit. It's also really good with those 2 oils, so the jojoba and the rose hip, and on the skin as well. You can use it in combination, so you can create a serum with your blue tansy, your lavender, which we're going to talk about, and your Roman chamomile together in a bed of the jojoba and rose hip, and you can apply them as a serum to your face. It's a really, really, really beautiful ritual to create for yourself. And Roman chamomile is the oil of spiritual purpose. So a lot of the women that I work with, and a lot of us, have been feeling that it's not enough anymore, right? To just create, or to go into a job and work and put forth energy. We're recognizing that we do have the ability to create what we want, and we actually have momentum behind that. Yet if it's not first embedded and really rooted in purpose, then when we arrive to that point, it doesn't feel the way we thought it was going to feel like. Can anyone relate to that? There's so many times that, I'm a very channeled, there's a specific word I'm looking for, and I'm like, I won't settle on another one. Effective manifester. I can manifest effectively. And so what I used to do when I was younger is I would create all of these things. So I would journal about them. I would do all the things, and there are channels of things that you can do to manifest. So the visualization component, the affirmations, and those all help you to bring it closer. And you think about, you focus on what it is that you want, and then you achieve it through these practices that are tested, tried, and true. Some of the most renowned people are using these practices, from athletes to gurus to authors, this power of manifestation. And we do have the capability to do that. And when I was younger, what I would do is fixate on the thing that I want, and I would create it, and it would be so quickly come to me. What I was missing from that winning formula, however, was for it to be seeped in a spiritual purpose. Like, what was the feeling behind that thing arriving to me? And what was it creating that, first of all, I could already appreciate in the here and now? Like, what emotions was it bringing up that I already had in the moment that I could celebrate and appreciate in this moment right now? And what was this new thing that I was, aspiring towards and inspired to create? What was the feeling behind that? And once I start to do that, now that's the biggest difference. So now this is a feel good, this is adding that feel good element to the power of manifestation, the power of creation. And it's remarkable. And Roman chamomile is going to be an oil that supports you in doing that, right? That's going to allow you to have that spiritual purpose along with your inspired action. Okay. I would say that was when I started to create programs and offerings like doTERRA. So really connecting to the feeling of being of service, of feeling that it was impactful to women, seeing the women and how it was transforming. I wanted to attach a feeling of ease and effortless motion toward it. So not that it wasn't work and didn't require structures and diligence and focus, but I wanted that also to feel easy. So for me, that would even be like the right courses falling on my lap and recognizing that those were the tools that I needed to move me forward. Do you see what I'm saying? So ease in the sense that I'm still putting in the effort in a way. I'm still putting in the effort. I'm still putting in the work to achieve these things, but it's through this feeling of ease. Okay, so the effort is in where I'm being integral with my time and I'm sitting down and still doing what I need to do in order for it to have legs and be successful, but it feels good. Okay, so again, Roman chamomile on the skin is gorgeous. I really love it in combination with lavender on the pillowcase. So again, I love the way that doTERRA was intentional with grouping these three together because you will use them with each other. So Roman chamomile and lavender, does that not just sound so hygge? Like, does that not sound like an environment of calm, intentional, peaceful home? Like that sense of like a hominess, you know, like cashmere or cotton or warm blanket, a fire, hot cocoa. Those same energies that are evoked when you think about those things are what Roman chamomile and lavender do for your nervous system and what they create when you use them together. So you can use them on your pillowcase. I wouldn't recommend that with the blue tansy because it will literally turn your pillowcase blue, but the other two go for it for sure. And you can also make a tea out of it. So you can use an oat milk, put 2 drops of Roman chamomile in your oat milk and just drink it like that. And then you can add cocoa if you wanted to, or cacao, and it tastes wonderful. Lavender. So I have to give credit to my essential sister, Emily Rideout, who is really, really on the cutting edge of how to use her essential oils. I find that she really inspires me to use it in a various different ways that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. And she introduced me to the practice of using lavender on the skin as well. I hadn't previously been doing that, and since she planted the seed of suggestion, it's all I can do at night is to put this on my skin in the night. So I actually keep a pump bottle of the rosehip by my bed and the jojoba oil in a Doppler bottle that I got from Christine, and I mix them together, and then I put a drop of the Roman chamomile, and I come in the same as I did with the blue tansy, and I just do this on my skin at night. You guys, lavender, doTERRA lavender has the sweetest, most romantic, beautiful aroma to it. I haven't cut any vegetables, any more of my veggies. I'm too into this chat. It really has such a sweet, lovely, lovely aroma to it. It's just a beautiful scent, and it's really good for all of the members in the house, from like baby to toddler too. Roman chamomile and lavender both is really good in a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil from as young as your like baby. So, the 3 month, even 6 weeks, you could use this on your baby. And some women are using it as the babies come home, so that would be an option as well. But you would just put your finger over the orifice of the bottle like this and get the most like scant amount for baby, put it in the carrier oil, and you can put on the bottoms of their little tootsies. Wearing the oils on your body is going to have an impact on your children and your babies as well. So if you have it on your body, it has helped many households that I've supported with babies sleeping better at night. I didn't have essential oils when mine were really, really little, and it's something that I often Just wonder about what that experience would have been like if I had had them then and the knowledge that I have now. If I had that with the girls, I just feel it would have been another tool for them then. So you can use it on the little ones, the babies. I'm sorry, I went for a run earlier today, and you know when even after the run you can still feel your cardio is working, like your system is still at work. I'm feeling that. I've had a shower already and everything, but sorry, I just almost need a minute to take a full breath. Okay, so Roman, chamomile, lavender, and blue tansy. Lavender, I would put a drop on the palm of your hands and then just rub it up the back of your neck. Get that on your pillow as well. It's really good for the little ones. Epsom salts in the bath, you know, in the diffuser at night for your kiddos. Lavender is really a quality oil to implement into a restful routine of any kind. So whether that's at bedtime or just to calm things down during the day, it's really great. It's really good for kids who are, you know, tantruming out, who are having a bit of a temper tantrum or just having really big emotions and need like a hug or something to sort of ground those emotions so that there can be a relief and a moving through. Lavender will support in that as well. It's my #1 go-to in our homeopathic first aid toolkit for the kids as well. So in any scrapes or bruises or rash or irritations on their skin, the lavender is going on there for that as well. I think I've covered some of my favorite ways. To be honest, there are more. Mosquito bites, lavender helps take the itch out of them, and it's just really, really beautiful for a bedtime routine. So you're getting the 3 of those together. All of these plants today are distilled from flowers, so that's the process for each of these oils. They each come from a flower, and they all can be used together in those various ways. I hope that is I hope that that's exciting for you. I hope that if you got the BOGO box that you're hearing this and just thinking, whoa, can't wait. Try one of those things tonight, will you? If you got your box, try your lavender in your skin regimen tonight. Just try that one and tell me how that goes. And then maybe move on to getting a roller bottle and incorporate the other 2 oils. But try one, and that would be hugely impactful with just if you implemented one of those things that you've learned today. Okay, it's also the oil of communication, lavender. So I probably should have put it on my neck like décollage here before coming on and chatting. I just kind of came on, and it would have served me well if I had to put the lavender on my throat before that. So anytime you're doing speaking or have an important talk, so that could be, you know, moving to a new home, talking to real estate, negotiating prices, or if you're a teacher, or anytime you're in front of someone where you're using your voice, lavender is a great idea on your throat. And then why not add the other 2 for inspired action and spiritual purpose. Overalls. And I also love this. And I also have tangerine in my water. My kitchen oils that live by the sink. So that when I'm in here, I can use some tangerine, citrus in the water. Or you could use lemon.